Hello and welcome to mycadsite.com, and this video tutorial is going to show how to do some basic customization in AutoCAD, and this is part of tutorial 4-12 at mycadsite.com, and let's just get right into it. Now if you have your Express tools installed, which usually are these days as default with AutoCAD installations, you can use this command called Alias Edit, which will allow you to create shortcuts for different commands. And so what you can do is just add, and I'm going to create one just called DL for dim linear. And as you type in, it'll bring up all those commands. And so you want to really double check that, make sure that is what you want. Maybe write it down as well, just so you have a list of the new ones you're adding. Press OK. And what it'll do is, if it's already used for a command, it'll tell you that data link will be overwritten, which means, okay, that's fine. I don't use data link very often. If I do, I'll just type in the full command instead of just the shortcut alias. So I'm just going to hit yes, and now it's added in there. You can see it's right in there. Apply, and then it's going to say, okay, you going to change this configuration file? And I'll say yes, because that's the one I want AutoCAD to use. And I'm set. So it's been updated, AutoCAD's been updated, everything's good. And now if I type in DL, now I can put in my linear dimension very easily. Now that's a nice quick way, rather than having to go back and find the dimensions and go all that route. Just type in DL, and that's where your shortcuts come in. Now if you don't have Express tools installed, you can just enter them in manually right here. The problem being, you need to make sure that you're not overwriting another command, and that can be very, very problematic. So that's why the alias edit command is a quicker and easier and safer way of doing it, rather than just editing this acad.pgp file, which is what we did years ago. But it is a good option if you don't have your Express tools installed. Now the next thing we'll look at is customizing the user interface, and there's an icon right here for you, and it's under the Manage section of your ribbon, and I'll just click that, and that brings up a dialog box. I'm just going to resize it here, and what you can do with that is create some different customizations. And so one of the things I'm going to do is change my quick access toolbar, and that's normally right across the top here, but what I'm going to do is click on that, and I'm going to add spell check to it so that it's very easily accessible. So I've clicked on spell check, and now I just click and drag, and I'm going to bring that up and put it right after the save as. And you can see it's got a little star next to it because that's customized now. Bring up the bottom here, so now I can apply it and press OK. And you can't see anything, but if I enlarge my screen enough, you can see that now I've got my spell check right here, right where I put it after the save as. So it's a very handy thing. You don't want to put too much up here so that you end up getting a little lost, but there's some nice options there just to make things a little quicker and easier to use. Now another thing you can look at through this same interface is creating custom toolbars. And so if I go to Toolbars, right click, and this will be a toolbar full of icons. I'm just going to call this custom toolbar. And then the process works the same way. So if I want to add something like my dim linear, and you can see it's just going through the list here. There we go. And I can just click and drag this up. You'll see a little blue arrow pointing to it, and now that's been added. So if I want my copy command up there, I can just do the same thing. So I can just add any random commands up to my custom toolbar. That's all I'm going to do for now, just for the sake of the video. But I'm going to hit apply and hit OK, and it's put my toolbar off the screen, but I've just dragged it in. So now I got a copy command and dim linear, and if I want, I can put that to the side and lock it to the side of the screen, or just bring it out here. And now it works just as quick as typing it in or what have you. So there's a few good ways of customizing AutoCAD, and the main goal is really just to make your job easier. And by making it easier, you'll be faster, more efficient, more accurate. And a lot of these shortcuts are great time savers. And once you start using them for a little while, you'll find that if you start working on a different computer that doesn't have them, you'll almost be lost. And so it's worth learning, worth getting into, and you can also migrate these to new versions as you update and upgrade over the years. Thanks for watching. This has been Art at mycadsite.com. Check out the website for a complete free AutoCAD course. 4 levels. I'll take you from the basics through to 3D rendering and pretty much everything you're going to need to know in your day-to-day drafting. Thanks for watching.